Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. This reading today is about where your path is taking you. So, first pile, we have the signs Sagittarius, Gemini, Taurus, and Scorpio. And your significator card is the Scarab. The second pile, we have Leo, Capricorn, Pisces, and Virgo. Your significator card is the Two of Pentacles. Third pile, we have Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, and Aries. And your significator card is the Marriage card. Okay, I will give you a moment for you to choose your pile with your significator card, your tarot deck, or your zodiac signs, or even your intuition. I will see you in your pile. Pile number 1, your significator card is the Scarab. And the Scarab is a little bit similar to the Wheel of Fortune, but not quite. We can see that we have the Omega sign. Also, Omega is the last letter in the Greek alphabet. So it's also the ending of something or the transformation of something into another stage. It's about change, but it's also about fortune and protection, because the Scarab is also a symbol of blessings, good fortune, to attract good luck, and to also protect whoever is using this symbol or this. People would use it in jewelry, for instance. So the little scarab is also something very special, something very precious, like an emerald, or like something very valuable. I'm already getting so many images in my mind, but let's just one card. Let's get some more. Okay. So, what else do we have for pile number 1? The cards are a bit strange. It's almost as if they want to hide. Hiding behind something. So where is your path taking you? Pile number 1. Let's start with the Egyptian. Oh, Hathor. It's hard to focus. Okay. So Hathor is about everything that's related to motherhood. It's about fertility. It's about abundance. It's about having material wealth, also spiritual wealth, emotional wealth. It's also about connection, maybe relationships. And Bess, the god of merrymaking. A little bit mischievous also. Okay. What else? We have Purge with healing, work, cleansing, focus, and priority. Transmission, experience, mastery, brain power, and telepathy. And mutation, sudden change, authenticity, justice, ego, death. So next we have order with the moon in Virgo. Convention with Venus in Capricorn. Wow, very strict order and convention. We have isolation with Saturn in Virgo. We have inheritance with Saturn in Scorpio. And speculation. Jupiter in Cancer. The alchemical process is here. Interesting. Alchemy, virtues, philosophy, and astronomy. Oh. There's something about an alignment. Things lining up. Things matching. There's some sort of matchmaking. Either it's people or it's objects, like this matches this, and it's like a puzzle, like making a puzzle and things matching. Wow, I'm just getting too many stories. Let's see what the tarot has to say, because it's kind of confusing, all these stories at the same time. Something about going around in circles and then things matching. People matching with you, or you matching with them, or mastering a situation. Oh, justice. I think you're going to be given something. You're going to be given something. It's like receiving something from, there's a transmission, like transmitting down. It can be that the next big change in your life and where your path is taking you towards is so that you accept a situation that has its own rules. I'm almost tempted to think about law, but I don't think it's so. I think it's a broader concept, even like a cosmic rule, like a cosmic law, like understanding something about how the world works. And justice here comes in that context, not in the context of like the regulations of a specific country or a specific area of expertise or of action, of human action. It's even something that will kind of put you outside of the legal framework. It's something that is done out of that sort of dogma or rules, out of that set of rules. And it is like a sort of a mission also to, it's like something that was transmitted to you through your experience, and now you have the responsibility to own up to that experience and to integrate that experience into your authentic expression. It's possibly something that would kind of make you the weird person in the group. It's like the black sheep, although these are not sheep, these are cows or oxen, maybe. And because Bass is kind of a mischievous character, he's wild in a sense, kind of like Dionysus. There is this feeling of ecstatic connection to the divine, kind of mad. And maybe people will think you're insane or for doing something, like you're mad for choosing that. You shouldn't be like cast away, outcast, like an outcast. Feeling like an outcast, but having the responsibility to continue a tradition in a way. That's so strange, but it will set you apart. And maybe it will feel weird in the beginning, but I think it will feel authentic. It will feel right. It will feel like it's just, and it's good. It's healthy. And things are lining up. Then you have the Six of Cups. The King of Cups. Wow. And the Six of Swords. Yeah, moving away. It's very eccentric, very creative. Let's get some more. Okay. The Page of Wands. The Seven of Swords. And Justice. There you go. It's the truth. What else? Two of Swords. And the Moon. Okay, I want to clarify a little bit this part of the reading here. The Lovers. Oops. Okay, these two. Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, so just one more thing to clarify about the moon here. The Four of Pentacles. Okay, so I think that this reading has a little bit of a warning. It's nothing bad. It's just that you need to take care of something. And because we have the Four of Pentacles here as a clarifier for the moon, I think that it has to do with the inheritance. This specifically for a specific Four of Pentacles has to do with the division of goods. So the way you share property, real estate, any sort of material wealth, how you split things. So I think this is saying, excuse me, that you have something that you are entitled to, and that you have to be mindful of how you negotiate things with the other people involved. Because although there's a lot of protection here, and this is something that is ruled by very specific legislation or rules, there's a very specific path that you have to take. I think that you have to be mindful of the other people involved, possibly, and who is going to help you, who you choose to be on your side, helping you with writing, with understanding, with the knowledge that is needed so that you move forward. Because I think that there's also like a big opportunity here. Like you're thinking about maybe starting a business or changing your business or changing the way you manage your estate or your property, your just your material life, possibly. And I think that you are doing something that is out of the ordinary. It can set you apart. And there's also the danger that you are left without the right to something if you are not careful. Although you have that protection, it's like you have that protection by law and by right, but if you are not aware of it, things will not be solved, and things will not be, they will maybe not move forward as you think they should. And I see it's like kind of a misunderstanding. I don't think there's any evil doing or any sort of like betrayal or negative energy here. I just think I'm feeling that you need to make some sort of decision that helps you to understand certain details about this situation that might require a little bit of patience and a little bit of time and care. And maybe you should start to approach that situation, whatever comes to your mind, if this reading is applying to your situation. Start considering, that maybe maybe a little bit of study, a little bit of care, a little bit of understanding might be needed so that you understand your rights clearly and you are able to claim something that is yours, that will also give you the possibility to do something innovative and do something creative and it's possibly something that really sets you apart. It's very original. It's very bold. It's kind of risky, but at the same time, you have the structure for it. You just have to be careful and mindful, and maybe take some things a little bit slow. Take things as they come at their own pace, and not really not trying to impose your own speed or your own pace to it, because there's work. It needs work. There's something here that needs work. But it's very motivating at the same time, because it's something that will give you the ability. It will empower you to do what you want. It's very interesting. But with the moon here as the final outcome of this, I would say that this reading serves as a little bit of a nudge so that you can focus and have your priorities very, focus and priority. So having your priorities straight and using your brain power, using your brain energy in a more effective way. It's because you're healing a situation, and you're healing something has a lot of implications. It possibly is also impacting other people's lives. So there's a lot of care and consideration that needs to be put into this situation, and it shouldn't be very stressful. I think that if you're calm and you understand that things have their own pace, after you feel like you're strong and that you have that abundance or that inheritance, that you can control things in your own way, once you have that kind of safety, once you have your own piece of the pie, you can then be eccentric. You can then be, express your originality and your uniqueness, and not be so afraid to be set aside in a way, or to be kind of the outcast, the different person. It can be artistic. It can be something that's really unique, and it's hard for other people to adapt to it. And it's hard to possibly manage the time to protect that part of yourself that is very different from the rest, and it's very different from the rules and conventions of society. And also, one other thing that I see here is that the people you choose to be around you at this time are also very important. They will reflect. The moon is a reflection, the moon's rays are a reflection of the sun's rays. So everything will be absorbed in a certain way. So if people are reflecting back at you, you should be mindful of what they are reflecting, how they are reflecting, and how they are influencing your mind, especially your mind. Not also your feelings, but your mind, because I feel like there's a lot of decisions to be made that need brain power. They need your mind. You have to have that mastery of your mind and your brain, your attention span, your focus, the time that you use of your day, that you choose to use using your brain to solve this specific problem that will help you move forward with your own rules. Very interesting. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 2. Your significator card is the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. 2 of Pentacles is about juggling 2 different situations, 2 different life paths, Two different energies. It's very vague for now, but let's see what else comes up for pile number 2. What is happening on their path? Where is your path taking you? Okay. The 7 of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Just one more. The King of Wands. This deck has a lot of different cats, and they're mostly black cats. And then you have this tattooed, furless cat, hairless cat. It's very interesting. It's like I'm feeling like there's something that is camouflaged, or there's something about camouflaging yourself in a situation, like doing things in a way that people don't really see you, and then revealing yourself with the King of Wands here. There's also some sort of growth, like becoming bigger. Okay, expanding. So what else? Oh, the cards are very enthusiastic, so they really want to reveal something to you. And this one. Okay. Acquisition with the Sun in Taurus. Affair with Venus in Leo. Independence, the Moon in Aquarius. Egotism, Mars in Leo. Can we fit all the cards here? Maybe I will arrange them in a different way. Like this. And okay. Authority with Mars in Capricorn. Interesting. Okay. Then we have visions, synchronicities, confirmation, exploration. Masters, deepest fears, bravery, temperance, and selflessness. Origins, loss, trial and error, warrior spirit, and survival. And smoke, purification, union, community, and protection. I think that this is about someone who is possibly starting their own business, and they're kind of still in between, but you're on the path to create your own independence, your own. It's like you will be the star of the show, you will be the boss, you will be the one who sets the rules, you will be the one who leads, you will be the master. And it's the conclusion of your vision. It is the materialization of a vision, but it's going to need a period of trial and error, and maybe also getting a little bit of help from a community or people who might help you, although they will not be, it's like it's part of your skills. It's part of building your skills to create that community. It can also have something to do with communicating what you do to a community. And that's also part of the skill set that you have to develop in order to be your own boss, let's say. It might also be the case that for some time you will have to juggle these two dynamics, very different dynamics. So being your own boss, having your own business, but still kind of collaborating in another kind of situation here. Although you're not completely subject to their rules, I feel like you're equal. But then you will be independent. You will be the authority. You will be the center of attention and the rule maker. So yeah, I do feel like this reading is for some kind of entrepreneur, someone who is starting their own business, someone who wants to establish their own independence. It can also be, it can be about a relationship, like being your own person. Although you can be in a union with someone, but having more independence in the relationship while still being in the relationship. So it's like a step up in the relationship where you're more, maybe you're not so dependent on that person. Maybe you're more self-reliant and have more self-esteem. Okay, 5 of Cups. Temperance. This feeling of back and forth, this feeling of trying to combine different ingredients to achieve a very specific recipe or concoction or mix of elements. Maybe if you're kind of testing your own product, for example. There's some sort of trial, like testing. Okay, 2 of Wands. Nine of Cups. Ace of Cups. And 8 of Cups. Okay. 10 of Cups. The Lovers. Interesting. So maybe this is also about a relationship. Maybe it's about celebrating a relationship also here with the union. It can also be about understanding the difference between egotism and authority. Because being the center of attention, or being the very powerful person that emerges from the rest, it can kind of distort the perception of people, so that some people can see that as being like egomaniac. But other people will appreciate that and look up to you as an authority figure. So maybe these two energies need to be balanced, because with the Temperance here and so many cards related to relationships, to how the emotional and energy exchange between people develops or is created, I feel like there's healing coming in that aspect, and that you have to be ready to negotiate this while also being passionate and driven. I also see that there are going to be a lot of signs in your way. There are going to be signs. So where is your path taking you? It's taking you towards a lot of signs and synchronicities that will help you manage this relationship with what you're doing, with the creation of your own independence and authority, with the building and the developing a healthy ego, a healthy self-image, healthy self-esteem, that will also help you relate to others in a healthier way. I really think that this there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of relationships. There's a lot of friendship and love that is being nurtured here, that needs to be nurtured. So I think that there's immense happiness in your path in what pertains to the affection, relationships, joyful exchange with friends, even finding friendship in work-related situations. I feel like there's something there that's really important for you to explore and to enjoy, to taste, to kind of savor that experience and learn from what's happening to you, learn from studying people's actions, people's attitudes, and the hints that they leave you, the social cues, all the little human hints and the human interaction. I feel like this is the most important thing on your path moving forward right now, and what Spirit wants to tell you about your path is that the most important thing right now is the connections you make and the connections you build, and how you build them, and how you build a healthy ego and a healthy self-esteem while being in this back and forth and this connection, being engaged, with other people. Okay, so let's see. There's a lot of warmth and friendship and love that is on your path. So I think you're going to be very blessed and very lucky if you give attention to the people in your life that you like, if you express your feelings to them, but also to move forward in certain situations to work on them, or to move forward, to work on them in a healthy way, not being stuck or kind of ruminating. Okay. the High Priestess. The hints and the gut feelings and the little clues that you find along the way are going to be very, very important. I think you're also going to have a heightened sensitivity to those hints. It's very important that you treat them with the importance they deserve and the reverence they deserve. The Hierophant. Wow. I feel like you're also connecting to people in a very spiritual way. There's also the possibility that you are wanting to kind of seal the deal in a relationship or in a business context. Wow, I think you're going to be terribly blessed and happy and incredibly enthusiastic also. Like there's a boost of energy that comes from relationships and from deals that you make with other people, or really nice exchanges of energy with people. King of Wands. This is twice. So I also think that you will be kind of a popular person, and it might be a little bit strange for you, for some of you maybe, because you're kind of used to being more camouflaged, but it's like your fur is bigger and is plump and it's puffy, and it's you're kind of proud, and it's good to be proud in this case, because it's about establishing your own self-esteem and a healthy ego, having a very positive self-image. And this is very important in relationship with other people, because you need to be self-confident and to love yourself in a way that you can also include other people in that love. Because if you don't know how to love yourself, it's very difficult for you to know how to be loved and to recognize when other people really love you, or if they just want other things, or they are just projecting. So it's very important for us to know how to love ourselves, how to mother and father ourselves, how to love ourselves as the most precious thing in the world, so that it's not an ego-driven love, but it's something that builds a healthy ego as a consequence of that self-esteem, that then creates healthy relationships and healthy bonds. I really feel like there's a healthy bonding time coming to you. And it's also creating a very nice, well-rounded personality and a very healthy persona in business. And it's going to help you move forward with this feeling of accomplishment, this feeling of being complete, also of having made the right choices in life and having this balanced and peaceful relationship with life itself, with all the challenges and all the good things, everything integrated. So beautiful, so harmonious. I really feel like pile number 2 has a very beautiful energy coming next in their path. And yeah, beautiful, very inspiring. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 3, your card is the marriage card. And the marriage card can be about a lot of things, including marriage, of course, but it can be some sort of agreement, something that is a written document, sealing the deal on something. Yeah. An agreement between two parts, a compromise. Let's see what else comes up. So where is your path taking you? Okay. What else do we have for pile number 3? So where is, oh, again, this card, and it just turned, so I am going to choose it. This card also came out in pile number 2. Oh. Okay. Okay, interesting. So let's leave this aside for a moment and see the keeper cards. Expectation. A little child. A change. And theft. Okay. What else? Revelation. Sudden change, authenticity, justice, ego, death. Origins, loss, trial and error, warrior spirit, survival. And waters, spirit helpers, abundance, forgiveness, and flow. Okay. So inheritance, Saturn in Scorpio. Okay. Saturn in Leo with generosity. Saturn in Gemini with concentration. A lot of Saturn energy here. Jupiter in Virgo with patience. And Mercury in Sagittarius with discovery. Discovery, revelation. I think you're getting your rights back. Something that you were given as a child might be given back to you, and because maybe it's something you're kind of expecting, and it's something that was taken away from you, or it's something that really contracted, it turned really small and almost insignificant, but it had the power to expand and to be abundant. But it's like you had to wait for the right time for it to come to you, to flow to you freely. So right away, your path is taking you towards something being given back to you that you have the right to. And I believe that is something, it's something that you are already seeing, something that is changing, and it's like a pattern that you see is changing, and you're possibly finding out that the right timing is coming. It's right around the corner. You had a lot of patience coming up to this point, because I think you've waited for this ever since you were a child. So maybe like having access to an inheritance or to an estate That estate or property can have something to do with another country, to another language, another culture, or just to a different place from where you are right now. The Hermit. To me, this is really about discovering something, like going through a cave and finding a treasure, or finding something that was supposed to be there. I feel like you're searching for something that you know should be in a certain place, or in a certain context, or in a certain, presented in a certain way, and you already know what you are looking for. Death card. The situation is changing. Four of Pentacles. Like, once again, how wealth is distributed, how wealth is, or real estate, how it's split, how it's managed. Temperance. Ace of Cups. You're going to be very happy with this change. Eight of Wands. It's very quick change, very sudden change. Sudden change here, also revelation. I think you're going to receive news very soon. So your path is taking you to a sudden change. Something that is triggered by a message, some sort of news that you get, or just a very important piece of information that will correct a mistake. And will also give you your rights back. Two of Pentacles. I think that this will give you more options. You will have more options in your life. Because of this. The Three of Wands. You can explore different avenues. You can explore different ways of creating. There's also guidance here about communication that I feel like it's relevant here, because maybe you need to keep some things a secret for now, or just don't talk too much about them. Maybe it's something that you need to explore on your own first, before you communicate to the outer world what you're doing. There's some sort of caution, because it's a very specific thing that you need to say, or a specific thing that you should not speak about. It's a very, I think you know what it is. Can we have clarification on that? The Hanged Man. I think that you need to be sure about something before you speak about it. You need to have more information. You need to see things in a different way. And maybe for now, you need to just observe and to investigate. But you will get a sudden message, something that is coming very fast towards you that is going to clarify things for you. Can we have more information on that message? The Wheel of Fortune. I think that things are still being defined. They are still, it's not up for grabs, but it's something that is constantly changing. It's not yet set in stone, and you have to possibly wait, have a little bit more patience, because once it gets resolved, it's going to be a very sudden change in your life. It's something that will suddenly flow very fast and make you go with, the tide. It's like being, what I feel is like being on a very narrow river that is very calm waters and silent, and suddenly, arriving at a big opening out into the sea. And it's a very sudden change of scenery. But you have been expecting this for a long time. So what will this change create into creating your life? We know it's going to open up more possibilities. Like you'll have more choices. You will have the ability to explore more of the world, maybe to travel more, possibly have more opportunities in life. But let's see. But what is this change about? The Ace of Swords. I think it's about justice. It's about making things fair. It's about you getting what you deserve. It's about you filling the role that was destined for you ever since you were a child. Wow. The Four of Wands. It is about celebrating who you are also. There's something about what you thought you were ever since you were a child that is coming back to you. And it's also interesting that you have this raven or a crow here, and also here in the background. This might be a crow and this might be a raven. Sometimes I get them a little bit mixed up, which is embarrassing, I know, because they're different, and they're different sizes, the different shapes of the beak. They have different meanings, I know, but sometimes they just get mixed in my mind, so I just go with it. I think that there's this change in the position and in the attitude of the birds here. It tells me that it's like someone, like a spirit, a very powerful spirit, saw you as a potential, how do I say, it's not a vessel. It's more like a representation. Like you would be the perfect representation of a very specific set of values that that entity considers important and worthy of being preserved and protected. And they were looking at you, expecting you to grow waiting for you to grow into something. And now you have become that thing that they are wanting and searching for. It can be a company, a powerful person, someone who is looking out for you and wants to give you something like a position, a role in a company or an institution. But things are changing very, very quickly, and it's something that is out of your control. And you should be, low key for now. Because once the change comes, it's going to come very suddenly, and things will unravel quickly and become a celebration for you, something that you have wanted for so much time, and something that you have wanted maybe all your life, because it comes with an inheritance. It almost comes from before you were born, actually. It's an energy or a responsibility or a treasure, some sort of abundance like package that is coming for you, like receiving a package. Yeah, this is all also like that. I feel like getting something in the mail, but it's a package. It's not like a letter. It's more like an object, something that will start, or in the same day that you get the package, you also get the information you need. I feel like there's this synchronicity of events that's coming. And your path, so where your path is taking you, it's taking you to a situation where you have more opportunities. You will have more things to choose from. You will have more options. And you will be celebrating once that message comes. There's a lot of success here. And there's also a revelation of who you truly are. It's a part of you that was kind of kept hidden ever since you were a child, and now has the opportunity to come to life, to come out in the open. Because it's the truth. It's like the whole truth. It took a long time to get here. And it's going to happen. It's going to be really soon. Do you want some timing? Let's get some timing maybe, because things are changing so quickly. The King of Swords. So I think that this is very soon. It's going to happen really, really soon. It's like a matter, it can be counted in hours, maybe days, but it's going to happen really soon. And it's going to happen because someone will change their mind, will make up their mind and decide something that will change your life. Someone will decide something that will change the course of your life and will give you something back that was yours ever since you were a child, and that maybe it was hidden, it was not integrated into your experience until now, and it's going to be finally seen, and it's going to be given to you as a choice, as, okay, you can do what you want with this. What do you want to be? How do you want to express yourself? What is the responsibility that you want to take? What is your decision on this, because possibly also your opinion and your decision on this is also important. It's also something that must be considered. Your decision will create the future for you. And also, something that's important to say here is that although there is this part of you that needs to be integrated, that comes from your childhood, you are not a child anymore. You are an adult, and you are capable of deciding for yourself, of thinking for yourself, and you have the authority here also. I think you're also going to realize how much space you have for yourself because of this choice that you're making, and also how it's going to change the course of your life. Wow. I think that the next days are going to be very important, very decisive in your life for the rest of your life. So I don't want to scare anyone, because this is so positive. I don't see anything negative here. There's a theft here, but I think that you are seeing something above that theft, like you're overcoming the fact that something might have been stolen from you in an agreement or in a settlement, or a certain compromise that had to be made, and then you had to wait it out. You had to wait for the right timing with a lot of patience to get that back, to get that inheritance, and you had to be silent, and you had to be low profile, and not really maybe not have all the access that you needed to that abundance, but it will come, because there will be a reckoning. There will be justice will be made. Something will be revealed. It's something that you will discover, and then the opportunity comes and you will take it. But it's something that is somehow out of your control. It's not something that is entirely your doing. You had to wait for the right time and the right opportunity, and it's coming really soon because of the decision of someone who is an authority figure, who is a rational, intellectual, reasonable person, who will change the course of events, and the decision that you make because of that will change your life for the better, because you will be celebrating. Wow, maybe you'll be celebrating a new agreement also. Maybe you'll be signing a new agreement, a new document that will give you more power, and it will give you the rights that you were entitled to. Wow. Beautiful reading, very specific. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.